Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. Happy Monday. I'm super excited to have a really crafty week. So yesterday I came into my craft room and I was just kind of sitting here, dazing off into the distance. I had a really rough fibro weekend. I have fibromyalgia and it was just a rough weekend. Anyways, I looked over and I saw this glue book. Now this is actually a magazine that I cut up and I have a video of that. I'll try and find it and link it in the description box down below. But I cut this magazine and then I just started gluing in it and used it as a glue book. So I did this one on camera and then like a year or two ago. And then I just started adding like full page images and it just kind of turned into like a nature-y kind of glue book where it was all like animals and nature and that kind of stuff. And so I started doing that and then I skipped a little bit and I'm using washi and like this and this are not part of the magazine. I put these in. So I'm putting magazine images on top of magazine images. But it's a great way to use your magazines. Now this one, I did harvest some of it, so there are some missing pages, and I did not glue any of them together. You totally could glue two together. I just make sure that every once in a while I make my pages, like where's that one in the front here? Like this one kind of goes over the spine, so the page actually ends like right here. And here's the spine. And then I just added some washi right here. Just because like gluing over the spine with the paper just helps a little bit. I don't like to put washi always in the spine because that bulks it up. I did here, but yeah, so I've just been having fun with this. So I cut up a birds and blooms and I thought I would play in this again. And then I wanted to show you. So here was another piece of the magazine. This might actually be a different magazine because I cut up two. No, I think this is part of it. Yeah, so this one I turned into like a little art journal, and I think I'm going to work on this with the glue crew this week. So basically I just did this how I did that other glue book when I made how to make a magazine into a glue book. This actually went all the way across. So if you open it, it was like this. So I took the pages and I folded them in, but let me show you my... So this stuck right here. This was like metallic paint, so I closed it too soon and it kind of got stuck. But this I'm just kind of playing in here and just adding glue and some paint, adding some paint and some washi. So you can see here, all I did was fold the pages in on each other and then glued them. You can see that I had taken some things out. So yeah, this is just glued together. I just folded the page in half and then glued it. So yeah, this is like a little art journal I made out of a magazine. So I'm excited to play in that. But today we're going to play in this. If you guys want to see, the glue crew has requested that I do some art journaling or like playing in my composition notebook with paint. If that's something you guys want to see again, let me know. But yeah, this is super fun. And painting on magazine, I don't know, it's just really satisfying feeling. Okay, so let's do some more in this glue book. So I had that says we're breaking up, and I don't know why I like this here. I think it's because the purple matches, but I don't know. I kind of want to put that there. It's kind of a weird thing to have there. Oh, and then I have these strawberries I cut out a while back, and I've just been struggling to put them anywhere. So I thought about putting them right in the middle of this dirt right here. And then, hold on. Oh no. About to have a craft-a-lanch. Okay, but what I thought is maybe I'll cut these in half and really get some more use out of my image. So I think I'll do not quite in half, but maybe 2/3 and 1/3. There we go. So what I was thinking is I would do something to like this effect, like that. So now I have more and I get to see the inside there. So I like that. So if you're wondering how many glue books I have going right now, it's a lot. I like to glue different ways. I like to make different glue books. I like to upcycle. And I have a lot of glue books going at once, and I'm totally cool with that because I always end up coming back and finishing them. Sometimes I like this one. I haven't touched this one in at least a year, if not longer. But I have a basket over here that I keep all my unfinished glue books in, and I just decide what I want to work in, and that's what I use. It's fun to switch things up and do different things. I mean, granted, I'm technically doing the same thing in every book, but each book is different. What happened to my scrapey tool? Uh-oh. Oh, it's under here somewhere. I feel it. Where you at, boo? Where are you? I feel it. No? Do I not feel it? Oh my gosh, I literally just had it a minute ago. What happened to it? It has to be in here. No? Oh, it's right up here. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Little scraper tool. See how much cooler that looks? I don't know. I love it. Okay. And then I do have a few fussy cut things. I have this giant moth I thought I could put here. I thought that would be kind of cool. Let's do that. Let's put this giant moth right here. Let me get this off here. Ooh, all right. I have a light on over here. Let me know if that's distracting. It's so dark anymore with it being fall that I needed a little bit of light. Oh, that was part of my magazine. What the heck? So I hope that's okay, but let me know for sure. I usually just use natural light, but I need to see. All right, let's just put that down wherever. Look at this ginormous moth. My sister would hate this. She's terrified of moths, which is crazy. I don't get it, but you know what? We're all scared of things. So now, oh, here it is. I think moths are really pretty. The colors that they have are just amazing. Okay, so there we go. Now we have Mr. Moth. He's bigger than the horses, and I love that. I also have this. It says moth tails, but I don't think I'll put that there. Ooh, I have some ladybugs. I could put some ladybugs there too. I don't know. I think I like that so far. I have a little deer licking its lips. Should I put that up there? I think I should. It's like, ooh, yeah, give me the strawberries. It's like, the buffet is ready. Come and get it. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Oops, there we go. Well, that's cute. I don't think I need any words. There is this connect with nature. Zena's pulling my arm again. Why do you do this every time I start filming, you crazy girl? I love you. Mwah. Okay, go sit down. Get in your bed. Thank you, ma'am. All right, let's do... I've been trying to skip now and go. You don't want to work front to back in a glue book. Unless it's spiral bound, then you can just work front to back if you want. But if it's bound any other way besides spiral, you really should skip throughout your book, because then it won't cause your book to become as deformed, because they do tend to get a little warped and deformed. This one's going to get totally wonky because it's a magazine. And like I said, I only have some missing pages because I harvested this magazine once. But I still have most of the pages. You could rip some out if you wanted to. I might end up ripping some out. I don't know. I'm just kind of going with the flow and having fun. You know, you don't have to think too hard about it. This is just a fun project. Nothing like overly serious about it. You know what I mean? Okay. So I could put these like this. Actually, I could go like this and have a little double whammy. What else do I have here? Ooh, and I have this beautiful bird. I love going through the Birds and Blooms book to find, or magazine to find stuff. That's pretty. I could do that. And then, so I have all my squares and stuff here. I could cut this up and just have this go along the bottom. I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do it with a twist. So let's cut this about, no. We'll just cut it here. And I can use this piece for another thing. Put that, these are all my squares over here. I have a few words and a few fussy cuts. I don't have a ton of fussy cuts just because I didn't feel like doing that today. I don't know. Okay, so what I plan to do is I'm just going to fussy cut around the top here, and I'm not even going to really follow the flowers. I'm just going to kind of go wiggly. You know, you're not going to be able to tell the difference whether this was the real flower or my wiggles of gluing or cutting. Sorry, my brain is very foggy today, you guys. I apologize. I'm probably going to mess up some words. Hang with me, hang with me. I apologize. Chronic illness, man. I tell ya, it's the pits. But I have a good attitude, and I'm excited to get crafty. So see, I'm not even really following the flower per se. I'm just kind of there. You can't even tell now. I mean, you might be able to, but you know what I mean. It's not super noticeable. Okay, so what I was thinking is I would do that and then put this. And see, that's what I was afraid of right there. But that's okay, because I can... oh, you know what I could do is I could put this at the bottom and then put this up here. Oh no. Okay. So let's put that there. First off though, I know I'm getting super picky here, but I just want to cut off just a little bit more of the edge here. There, just a little bit. I know that seems ridiculous, but it's just how my brain had to work. Okay, so let's glue this dude down. Normally I'd put parchment paper. Do I have that? Oh, here it is. Oh no, I don't want to use that. I was going to say, I usually put a piece of paper behind what I'm gluing on, just so glue doesn't get on the pages behind it, especially with magazine, because it's so, the pages are so thin. Okay, I'm just going to go down to here. All right, let's glue this guy down. Just going to butt him right up into the spine there. There we go. Okay, got him down. Where's my little scrapey scrape? Did you guys have a good weekend? I hope you did. We had a pretty lazy weekend. Okay. So I think I want to bring this down just a little bit, like that. I'm going to go, no, I need to bring this up just a little bit. Whoopsie. Sorry, little magazine. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we'll do it like that. I'm losing my voice. That's weird. That'll make my husband happy. Just kidding. Okay, I need to cut this real quick before I... Ma'am, stop. My dog is booping me. She does this now every video. I don't know what her deal is. It's like, oh, you're recording? Okay, I want to go outside now. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to let those dry before I cut off, because now I need to... Oopsie, I got some glue there. So I'm just going to fold this over. Give it a nice little crease on the back as well. And then I'll let those dry for just a second while I continue to play here. I want to put something right here so I could do one of two things. I was thinking I could just put, you know, another flower or something right here. Yeah, I think that's what I will do. Oh, I also have this little potted plant I could put right there. I don't really like that. Okay. Oh, I have this too where it says connect with nature. Oh, maybe I'll do that, because then that fills up that little spot. Okay, well, now I want to cut this. Okay, let's cut this off. Hey guys, I'm switching over to voiceover now because there was a bunch of yard work and stuff going on outside. It was super loud and distracting, and Xena was trying to get my attention, you know, life, things like that. So I'm going to do a voiceover now. And yeah, I'm having so much fun in this little glue book. It's just a magazine, and I'm just gluing magazine images on top of magazine images, and it's really fun, and it's a great way to make like little travel glue books if you wanted to. You could cut a magazine in half, or you could do what I did where I cut mine into a square, And then the top part of the magazine I cut and made into a little art journal. But you could make a bunch of little glue books out of one magazine. So if you're done harvesting a magazine, you could definitely use it again and make it into a glue book of itself. It's super fun. Shannon Green, she used to do this quite a bit, and she would glue magazines on top of each other, like glue two magazines or two catalogs, big catalogs on top of each other and make one massive glue book. And that's really cool too. You could totally do that. It would take you forever to finish it, that's for sure. And you could definitely glue two pages together if you wanted less pages. You could do like I did with my art journal that I showed, where I fold the pages in. So you would make your magazine would be I don't know, 8 inches wide, and then you fold it in half. It would make your glue book 4 inches wide at that point. So there's lots of different things you can do. It's super fun. Like I mentioned, I like to have lots of different glue books, lots of different styles. I don't know, it keeps it interesting, keeps it fun. This page ended up being one of my favorites. I really, really like this page, and I'm having so much fun just gluing in this magazine. I don't know. Oh my gosh, you guys, I feel so bad for my neighbor this morning. So her daughter used to live next door to us for like 10 years, and they live like 4 houses down from us, the parents. And they are a very large family, not originally from America. And they're super nice. I really like them a lot. And anyways, I feel so bad for her. So the grandma, my old neighbor's mother, all of a sudden I'm sitting here getting ready to film, and I see this little kid who I would guess is about 4, running down the street. I'm like away from their house. And I'm like, why is this little kid just running down the street? There's nobody around. And then I see her, the grandma, chasing after the kids. So the grandparents watch, they have a ton of kids. The daughter once told me that they believe that they have kids until God doesn't grant them with the ability to have kids anymore. So they have as many kids as they can. So the grandparents watch a lot of the little kids. Anyways, I see her and I feel horrible because she's chasing after this little kid, and she keeps trying to like grab at his shirt to get him, but she's always like an inch too short, right? And I feel so bad. So I'm sitting here thinking, do I need to go out there and like help her, grab this kid? And because he's running from her down the street, which is terrifying. Little kids do that. But as soon as, after I was sitting here for a second, I mean, this all happened so fast, I started to get up because I was going to go help her. And here she comes. I hear this kid screaming, and she caught him, and she's carrying him, and she's trying to walk him back to the house. And this kid is kicking and screaming, like toddlers, little kids do at times. But then he starts like punching her in the face and stuff. And I was like, no, that's not okay. But then I reminded myself that who knows, this kid could be on the spectrum or have something else going on, because we never know, right? We never know what's going on. And little kids throw tantrums. Little kids don't always punch their grandmothers in the face. I'll give them that. So I was just getting ready to go out there, but then the kid stopped crying. So I think she got him under. She's a very patient woman, let me tell you. And then there's this elderly couple walking, and they're holding hands. It's the cutest little thing I ever did see. I love seeing that. And I could see the woman is watching what's going on because she's behind them. My neighbor is now down closer to her house. And so I was kind of watching the woman's reaction, and I could really see that she's watching the situation, like thinking, is this kid okay? Or is the woman okay? And she seemed like she was interested in what was happening, but didn't seem concerned. So I just let it go because the other lady was to her house by then. But I was thinking, man, that poor woman, like I just felt so bad for her. And, for one, to be chasing a kid down the street at 8 a.m., or 9 a.m., and then to have this kid like kicking and screaming. I mean, listen, we've all been there. All of us parents, has your kid ever thrown a tantrum in a store and totally humiliated you? Been there. Granted, my kids never punched me in my face, thank goodness. But like I said, you don't know what other things were happening there, but I just felt so bad for her. I did. I really did. I felt so bad. Kids, man. I'm just glad that those years for me are over and I don't have any toddlers. Teenagers can be like toddlers, I will admit. Still, I would take a teenager toddler over a toddler tantrum any day. I'm so blessed. My kids are so good. I absolutely love my boys. I love spending time with them. They are everything to me. And I just really, really enjoy this time right now when they're both still home, but they're big kids now. You know what I mean? It's just, we really enjoy our time together. And it's really nice. I like it. I will admit I would do anything to be able to sit in my rocking chair and rock my babies to sleep just one more time. Oh man, it seems like a lifetime ago, especially for Andrew because he's going to be 24. I cannot believe that I'm going to have a 24-year-old child. I mean, he's 23 now. That even blows my mind, but it's just, those memories become more distant. But anywho, moving on. Enough about my amazing kids. I could talk about them all day, but I won't. I digress. Okay, coming up here in a minute, I have a major meltdown. Okay, it's not a major meltdown. I messed up on a page, and it happens, and I left it in because I wanted to show you how I remedied it, that's all of us. My remedy for it, and how I just kind of went with the flow. And I want to show you that this kind of stuff happens to me too. And other YouTubers, they just cut it out sometimes. And I want to show you what happened. And you'll see it here in just a second. The suspense. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, one of these birds and blooms that I cut up was like an owl issue. Oh my gosh. So many cool owls. So that's probably why you'll see a bunch of owls here, because the issue was about owls and so pretty. And you guys know... Okay, here it is right here. Hold on. So normally I glue on the page. And wait, is that what I did? I thought I glued on the paper. Okay, no, I did glue on the page. All right. I stand corrected. Okay, so this is what happens. You guys know when I do a full page, I usually do it in sections. I'll do like a couple inches and then I'll put the next piece, yada, yada. I didn't. I glued the entire thing, which sometimes is fine, but this is magazine paper. It's very thin. It sticks very easily. So I laid my print down, but it was kind of rolled, like the page wasn't totally flat, so it laid funny. And by the time, I mean, we're talking seconds here, and I could not move my image. So it was stuck. So I'm trying to peel it apart, and this is where all hell breaks loose. It's so stuck that I ended up ripping the page, and I was like, crap, what do I do, right? And I had a couple options. I could just rip the page out, or I could do what I'm doing here. And I smoothed it down anyways, wrinkles and all, and I just squished those wrinkles super flat. So it's not even really noticeable, the wrinkles that are in there. So I could have ripped that page out and, just said good riddance, see ya. But I decided to just stick with it and see what happens. This is a magazine glue book. It's nothing, some glue books I take a little bit more pride in or work a little harder at. This is a magazine. This is for fun. This is strictly for relaxation for me. And yeah, I want it to look good, but come on, I'm not going to cry over this little accident here. So I did. I just took my tool and I squished it down. And because it's magazine, the wrinkles become very thin as well. So I just smushed it all flat. And then the part that actually ripped, I glued back down, and then I put this word right over the top of it. And now if you looked at it, you would never know. You would absolutely never know if you looked at it. And you probably wouldn't really notice the wrinkles too much unless I pointed it out. So that's how I fixed that. I just squished it down, wrinkles and all. I was so mad. I was so mad. I hate it when that happens. That hasn't happened to me like that in a very long time. But like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'm going through a flare-up again right now. My hands are weak. I could not grab my tool. You'll see, I don't know if you can see or if it was even in frame, but I was constantly having a problem gripping my little scraper tool there and picking it up to so I'm not surprised this happened to me today because that's, you know what I mean? it's par for the course, but I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm not going to let my fibro mess up my calming, fun activity. I may have fibro, but fibro doesn't have me. All right. I'm going to still have fun no matter what. So that's what I did. And I ran with it and I was like, booyah, baby. I fixed it. So I was really happy about that. I was super pissed at first. I'm not even going to lie. I was so mad. I was like, no, because I really loved this image. And so I did. I sat there for a second and thought, well, I don't want to rip it apart because I really like this image. The green wood was just so cool and I like the contrasting colors. So I'm really glad I just decided to go with it and see if I could fix it. Another thing you can do if it ends up being really ugly and you hate it after you squished it down, it's just too far gone, or you're frustrated and you just don't want to look at it anymore, just glue another piece on top of it. That would really help. Sometimes maybe even a thicker piece, like maybe the cover of a magazine or whatnot, but usually just a regular magazine page. Glue it over the top of that and it'll show less wrinkles and it will hide some of that mess. So that was going to be my plan if this didn't work out. I was just going to glue something over it. So here I'm just kind of having fun, playing with different things. This duck is from one of those Dollar Tree books. It's like a kid book magazine that I get all the time. What do I call those, you guys? It's not the Spot the Difference books, but it's another book kind of like that. And it's in the kids section in the books. And it has all these animals all dressed up and stuff. So I really like cutting things in half and using them more than once in my glue books. So, you know, I'll cut off half like I did with the strawberries in the beginning where I cut them in half and then I can use them more than once. Especially with flowers, because if I cut them in half, I can add them twice and then it looks like it's like a little bouquet. You know what I mean? This one I only had a little bit I had to cut off, but it did end up saving the little piece. Oh, that looks so cute. This is fun. This is really fun. There's that little tiny piece that I just cut off, and I was like, well, I'm putting that over here because that's like there's more flowers there. Oh, that's so cute. And the orange matches the orange in the middle of the flower. Yes, love it. This is why I'm not one of those glue bookers that likes to cut as I go. I like to have my, I mean, obviously I did here a little bit, but I prefer not to. I prefer to have all my stuff out and ready to play with. So I cut first. So before this, I did have to cut a bunch of stuff. So I cut all that and then I did the video because I like to have my stuff ready and just enjoy the experience. If I have to stop and cut the whole time, that's not fun for me. But if it's fun for you, you're not doing anything wrong. That's just how I work. If I have to cut a couple things here and there, whatever. But like fussy cutting, I don't want to do while I'm creating. I love that giant moth. It's so cute. So now I'm just kind of seeing what I have left and just looking at what I've done and where I'm going to be next. And I absolutely love this page. It is my favorite. Love it. All right, everyone, that is going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I really, really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, please hit that like button. It's a great way to support me and my channel, and it's free. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to see you stick around, and I will catch you on the flip side. I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Have a fabulous day, friends. Bye.